Hey guys, it's Janie. Welcome back to the Crafting Bookworm. It is time for my May wrap up. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome, new subscribers. Thanks to all of you for your continued support of my channel, of my videos. Whether you're here for crafts or books, I appreciate each and every one of you. So it is time for my May wrap up, so let's get started. The first book that I read in May was My Lovely Wife. This is by Samantha Downing. I was feeling like reading some thrillers this month, and this was the first one I chose. This story is about a married couple who you would just see every day, living the dream, going to their job, taking care of the children and that kind of thing. And the only difference is they have a secret. Now, you learn the secret pretty early on in the book, but there was another kind of twist closer to the end of the story, which really got me. I really loved that. You don't really, or I didn't really find out what the husband's name was. He had an alias, and that was Tobias, but I don't recall ever reading anything about his actual name. Her name is Millicent. Okay, and like I said, they have a secret, and you learn that relatively early. So anyway, in this book, I really enjoyed the flow of the story. And I really enjoyed the characters, and the plot was mysterious. I liked all those elements to the story. I think I ended up rating this 4 stars. I do have a full review of this book. I don't give away spoilers in my reviews, so you'll just have to pick the book up and see if you like it for yourself. But I really did like the fluidity of the story, and I liked the family dynamic was a little strange. I felt like Millicent was the head person. She was the boss. She wore the pants in the family. I really feel like she was the one that was controlling most things, but he was the one that started it, if that makes any sense. So that dynamic was kind of fun to read about. But anyway, like I said, it was very fluid, very fun to read. It is a thriller, and they are not so nice people, although they have a mask of being the most wonderful people in the world. But yeah, I don't find myself really rooting for either one of them, but I do kind of lean more towards him. So anyway, pick the book up, read it for yourself, decide on if you like it or not. The next book I read was The A to Z of You and Me. And in this book, we're following Ivo, who is in hospice, and he's in a lot of pain, and he goes through a lot of things. The doctor says to kind of help him keep his thoughts and stuff in line, just think of a body part that starts with each letter of the alphabet. And each one of these body parts he comes up with brings back a memory to him. I mean, it was okay of a read. It was kind of slow in parts, and just didn't really keep my interest for long periods of time, I guess, if that makes any sense. I did rate it 3 stars because I did like some of his, reminiscing in his past and going back over things that, was in his life. And I never really thought while reading the story that he should be in hospice. I don't know. It was kind of an odd story, but there you have it. The next book I picked up was Lucky Leap Day, and in this book we're following Kara, and she had a breakup with her boyfriend, and they were supposed to go to Ireland together, and they broke up, but she decided she deserved the trip, so she went to Ireland anyway. She found herself in a pub, just tossing away the whiskeys, and the next morning she wakes up in bed with Finn. And she's trying to figure out what happened. So apparently in Ireland, Leap Day is the day when women are allowed to go and propose to the man that they love to get married. And that's pretty much the premise of the story. I don't want to tell you a whole lot. Like I said before, I do have a review of this on my channel if you want to go see the full review. This was a 4-star read for me. Really, really liked the interaction between the two. Of course, they make Finn this godlike character, which they do in most romance books. But his personality is fantastic. I absolutely love it. I love the fluidity of the story. It flows very well. Love the characters, and I really did like the plot of the story. This was in my most recent book haul as well, and I didn't want to wait, and I picked it up and read it. It was really, really good. Then the last book I read was 29 Seconds by T.M. Logan. This was the latest review that I posted on my channel, and I recommend this to all of you who love thrillers. I am a thriller reader. I love thrillers, and this one was fantastic. We're following Sarah in this book, and she's in a big position in a big corporation, and she has that boss who, I always want to say borderline sexual harassment, but he really crosses the line with things that he says, or he reaches over and touches her and stuff like that. But Sarah is not going to give up. She wants to get the promotion because she knows that she really is the best one for the job. And things just go on from there, and she meets somebody who says he can make anybody she wants disappear. All she has to do is give him a name. And of course, Sarah is, she's really taken aback by that, and she says, no, you don't owe me anything. And he gives her 72 hours to give a name or the deal is off. And there is a reason for that. She saved this man's daughter, and now he owes her a debt, and she says, you do not owe me a debt, so please do not, think that you do. And so, she goes along in her job, and things really aren't getting any better. She doesn't know who to turn to, because the people that she had turned to are like, I don't know what you're talking about, because Hawthorne is the corporation's golden child. He brings them in millions of dollars every year, and they're willing to sweep everything under the rug and just forget that Sarah exists and has an issue. And yeah, that's pretty much the story. She needs to take things into her own hands, and she does finally contact this man with a name. So that is pretty much the story on this one. I don't want to give away too many details, because I think that this is a book that you need to just really go into it on your own and find out if you really, really like it or not. Like I said, there is a review of this on my channel. So those are the 4 books that I read for the month of May. If you have read any of these books, let me know down in the comments below. I'd like to know what your thoughts were on each one of them. But that's pretty much all I have for you guys today. So thanks for staying tuned, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.